Plaintiff Sierra Pegish says she and the defendant were friends, but they lost touch after the defendant's ex murdered her best friend. Sierra claims they rekindled their friendship years later, but she's suing because while her car was in the defendant's possession, it was shot up. Defendant Ashley Marshall believes Sierra is not in her right state of mind because she recently lost custody of her children. Ashley insists she's not responsible for the car damages, and she's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
So Ashley and I have been friends since the 4th grade. We lost connection throughout school. We rekindled our friendship. I was kind of skeptical about becoming friends with her again because one of her exes had shot and killed my former friend. She had told me about how she was in another relationship that involved her ex then shooting and killing somebody, which resulted in her not graduating from high school.
So do you believe she likes criminals? To date criminals?
You know, that's what it looks like.
Some ladies they think it's impressive to have a thug. Well, thugs are criminals.
Right.
I wasn't just a thug, I was a criminal. Call me criminal. Ex-criminal.
We lost connection throughout school. We rekindled our friendship. I was kind of skeptical about becoming friends with her again because one of her exes had shot and killed my former friend.
Defendant Ashley Marshall is being sued by her former friend, who claims while her car was in Ashley's possession, it was shot up.
Go ahead, ma'am. Let me hear from you.
So basically...
You like criminals?
No. I just hang around the wrong people.
Go ahead. Good to hear you say that. Go ahead.
Like Sierra said, we've been friends for a long time. Basically, right now, I feel like Sierra's out of her state of mind right now due to a custody battle with her children.
She's smart enough to sue you, though. She ain't out of her mind. She ain't that far out of her mind.
Right.
Go ahead. Let me hear from you about your relationship with her.
Like she said, we've been friends for a long time. She's helped me. I've helped her.
Who's helped the most?
I've helped her. She was in a situation where she don't have a car, so I was taking her back and forth to work every day. There was one time she came over to my apartment and she was on the phone with somebody. She had stated that she was a sometimes hoe.
Sometimes what?
A sometimes hoe. So I didn't say nothing to her while she was on the phone, but when I was taking her to work, we got in the car and I told her, you know, Ashley, you don't have to do that. If you need any help, I'm here for you. Like, I'll do anything I can to help you, so you don't have to do that.
What did she tell you? 9 in, I'm a temporary?
No, she was eavesdropping in a conversation that had nothing to do with her. That's what that was. She don't know what the conversation was about. She just hears little things, so that's why she thinks that. Yeah, that's what
somebody said it. You or your girlfriend said it. Go ahead, man.
What
you suing this saint about?
For the damages to my car,
what happened?
I had got admitted into the hospital on August 26th due to blood clots in my leg. When I was at the hospital, my phone was about to die, so I messaged Ashley. I said, hey, can you come get my car and go to my apartment so you can get my cell phone charger and my breast pump? I just had my son on August 8th.
How did you know you had the blood clot?
It was a lot of pain every time I would walk, and I would have a lot of pain in my foot. So I went in thinking, okay.
So folks, y'all hear one of the symptoms. Because blood clots are very deadly. They travel up to your heart. They
or your
start
lungs.
Anywhere. Pardon?
Or your lungs. You can get a pulmonary.
Or you can get a pulmonary. And the explosion. So I wanted to know the symptoms for folks. Go ahead.
Oh yes, I thought I did something in my foot, and they ended up doing an ultrasound on my leg and seeing that I had 7 different clots in my right leg. So when I was admitted into the hospital, like I said, I did message Ashley. I said, hey, can you come up here and go to my apartment, get my car, go to my apartment, and get my phone charger and my breast pump, which she did. And I said, thank you. No, you know, I appreciate her for doing that. She got back up there. We were talking for a little bit. And then she had stated stuff about her job. Now, I was taking her back and forth to work every day that she had to work. So I said, here, you can use my car while I'm in the hospital. Just make sure my doors are locked and my windows are up. That night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I got a message from Ashley saying that she woke up to 10 gunshots being fired and my car got hit 4 times.
She woke up.
She woke up. This is one of the stories that she told me. That she woke up to 10 gunshots being fired. She then told me Another story saying that her boyfriend woke her up to go and check on the car because
Same
there
thing.
was.
I woke up.
Right.
But she said that her boyfriend woke her up to go and check on the car because there were police outside. I really feel that he has something to do with the shooting.
And has a criminal background?
Yes, he's facing
Anything involving
4
gunfire?
felonies. She told me that he's running from 4 felonies right now.
What did she do wrong?
Right.
Because
What-
that's the problem. You have to prove negligence. You had to prove that she failed to do something that she had a duty, an obligation to do.
I gave her my key.
I got all that. I know what happened.
I feel that she gave my key to
I'm
her
asking you
boyfriend.
okay, there you go. And where do you get that feeling?
Because the type of person that he is,
That's
one.
not enough
and
to have a feeling that he did.
Because there was bullet. It looked like somebody was sitting in the back seat of my car, and how the bullet.
How did
holes
it look?
were-
How so?
Why would he
I got the
sit in
pictures.
backseat?
You want to see them?
Yeah, how does it? You tell me though. How will it look? What should I look for? You can give me the picture. What should I look for to indicate that a person was sitting in the back seat? Because you're a pretty good detective. If you can tell somebody was
This is the
sitting
one
in
that
the
was in
back
the back.
seat.
Why would he be sitting in the back seat anyways?
Why would he sit in the back seat anyway at the defendant's
To be honest, it looks like somebody was sitting in the back seat
That's
and
what
they
I'm
were
saying.
doing like a drive-by on somebody, and instead of holding the gun up through the window so they can see
doing
him,
it in your car?
yes, in my car. That
They
I
were
let
doing
her
a
use.
drive-by in your car.
That's what it. I don't know if they were doing that, but
you gotta
this
know
is what
some
it looks
more than
like.
that.
So basically,
You like criminals?
no, I just hang around the wrong people.
Go ahead. Good to hear you say that. Go ahead.
Like Sierra said, we've been friends for a long time. Basically, right now, I feel like Sierra's out of her state of mind right now due to a custody battle with her children.
She's smart enough to sue you, though. She ain't out of her mind. She ain't that far out of her mind.
Defendant Ashley Marshall is being sued by her former friend, who claims while her car was in Ashley's possession, it was shot up.
I thought you said her criminal friend was being shot at.
No, I don't know if he was being shot at or not. I wasn't there.
So
but I can tell
what
by
would
how
be hold on. You saying so he shot at somebody?
I don't know who
No,
shot.
what are you talking about then?
In the police report, it has one of the suspects that's listed. It don't have his name, but it describes her boyfriend to a T.
How
No.
so?
I can show you that
And can
report
you show me
right
a
here.
picture of his? Because she's already saying no.
Right here.
Do you have a picture of him?
I can pull it up on my phone, but I don't have it on me right
Can
now.
I show you the news article from the shooting?
What does it say? Let's see
It
please.
says, okay.
And hand me the police report also.
Okay.
Who do they think did it?
They don't know who did
Did you
it.
tell them all the stuff you're telling me?
Yes, sir.
What'd they
And I
tell
got
you?
my report
What'd they tell you?
that she's responsible.
No.
Well, let me see
Yes,
that.
this is
Oh,
what
yeah,
the-
let me see that.
That she
You
can
read
be held
it. You read it.
responsible.
You read where it says
They-
she's responsible.
It don't say that.
Oh,
That's
but
what-
you told me
No,
it did. Ma'am, be
When I was
quiet. Be
taking-
quiet.
Okay.
Go ahead, ma'am. Let me hear from you.
Okay, so basically, like she said, she was in the hospital. She let me get her car to go to and from work.
After it occurred, how long after that did you call her?
Well, I was sleeping at 1st. I woke up because I heard the gunshots. I went back to sleep because it's none of my business. It's nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna go to where the guns are shooting. So then my boyfriend did wake me up. Ashley, you need to go outside, check on your friend's car because multiple cars were also hit, and you need to go check on it. So that's what I did. I woke up, got dressed, went outside, talked to the police officer. I said, hey, was that car hit? And he said, yes, that car was hit. I said, okay, well, that's my friend's car, so I need to let her know what's going on. He asked me for her name, her address, phone number. I gave them that information.
How long after that did you call her?
I called her right after the incident happened, after I talked to the police.
Okay.
So
And she said what?
she didn't answer. So I texted her, which I have the text messages of me texting her.
What time was it that you texted her?
Let me see here.
Hopefully it's
I got the
within-
messages as well.
It says
How long
2:21.
It was at 2:18 in the morning.
2 in the morning, 2
Yep.
a.m. And
2
the
a.m. in the
incident was
morning.
what time?
It's on the one I gave you too, the news article, the time of the shooting.
Don't see it where. Just let her underline it real quick.
Can you circle it for me?
Because even
time.
though I don't like the law, that is the law. If she did nothing wrong and was using your car, unless you told the person, you're totally responsible for anything that happens. That's different. Then you have a agreement. You have a contract. And if anything happens, she must adhere to that contract. be responsible for anything that happens. The law is you can't hold someone accountable for a third-party crime. Your car was the victim of a crime by someone else.
Under the Ohio Revised Code, Section 1307, it states that she can be held liable because a bailment is the legal responsibility in which a person transfers physical possession of personal property to another person. So, and then it goes further in here.
Thanks for the law.
Yeah, I just did my research.
I know you did your research. I went to law school and served as a sitting judge for 5 years. Now, and I still have to know the law, I've been a judge as an arbitrator on the television show for over 20 years. So I think I study and understand the law a little better than you. So we're not going to debate the law. I know the law a little better than you.
Defendant Ashley Marshall is being sued by her former friend, who claims while her car was in Ashley's possession, it was shot up.
What do you think she did wrong? That's the only way you're going to get some money today.
She let her boyfriend use my car.
You have no way to prove that. That's the problem. This is a civil claim, and the burden is more likely than not. Meaning, if you can convince me by 51% that it was her boyfriend, I'll hold her liable. But you haven't been able to prove even by 51%.
Sir, can I say something?
She tried to add my car to her insurance.
Pardon me?
She tried to add my car to her insurance.
All right, so we can't talk about her boyfriend. Give me a scintilla, like 1%. Give me 1% evidence that he was in that car or he was involved.
I lived in them same apartment complexes a year ago.
And your counterclaim is for what, ma'am? $2,500?
For harassment.
How so?
Well, since the incident, she's seen me at my son's daycare, spoke to me, asking me, am I going to give her money? She also has her friends inboxing me saying that I called CSB.
You have to sue her friends. Go ahead.
He's been posting statuses about me on Facebook.
Saying what?
About the incident. Am I going to give her money?
It's all right for her to say what happened to her. All right, and I have to go with the law, ma'am. $5,000 I have to dismiss, and your claim is dismissed as well. Ma'am, you just got away with damaging her car for $5,000. You can't do nothing but be a friend and give her some of that money back. Have a good day.
Now my car is going to be used as target practice because you had your boyfriend shoot at my car.
Stop talking to me.
All right, but you had your boyfriend shoot at my car. You had your boyfriend have somebody shoot. I got two small kids that they're going to use that car.
Okay, what about my children?
Target practice. It's who you hang around with.
You should have had insurance and I wouldn't have to pay anything.
Insurance.
No, now you do.
No, I have insurance.
You couldn't show him proof?
I had to drop full coverage because I had my son.
Just stop talking to me.
No, you had the wrong people around you, and now the people are going to use my car as target practice because I got bullet holes already in it. And you don't care?
Not my fault.
That's wrong.
Plaintiff Rivard Dupiton says he and the defendant worked at the same store, and he was the defendant's manager. Rivard claims after a dispute at work, the defendant lied and told Human Resources that Rivard threatened her, so he was fired. He's suing for lost wages and defamation. Defendant Tiana Reed says working for Rivard was frustrating because he was disrespectful to women. Tiana claims on the day of the incident, Rivard threatened to slap her in front of some customers, and then his wife came to the store and threatened her. She's countersuing for lost wages.
Start with you.
I became the assistant manager of Tiana back in June, and I've been working for the company since about September. When Tiana first started working at the store, her only things that seemed were going wrong with her were her tardiness. You know, she would be tardy at times. There were times where she'd be short on the register. That happened twice. Our protocol is...
Over the course of how long?
From June to, I'd say, present, sir, to right now, Your Honor.
June of 19?
No, yes, Your Honor.
And late, approximately how many times?
I couldn't say off the top of my head.
Okay. And how did you become assistant manager?
I worked my way up, Your Honor.
Okay. How long did it take you?
From September 2018, I became assistant manager in March of 2019.
Pretty good increase in your salary?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you can go further ahead?
Yes, I was able to become a store manager.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking. Those
Yes,
are good
Your Honor.
career avenues. I always want to know how people become successful, because a lot of people are watching and who want to know that too. So working your way up in a retail place or fast food in particular, you can get into management without a degree. You just do your best there and get promoted up through management. A lot of the fast foods have that track, so you should know that, folks. All right, and you give me some background.
Your Honor, first of all, I gotta say, my
Did
mom,
your cash register come up short?
Once.
Because your hair's laid.
I do my own hair.
Okay, all right.
And my cash register was short one time.
Okay.
Plaintiff Rivar Dupiton is suing his former co-worker because after she told Human Resources that he threatened to slap her in front of customers, he was fired.
Him as a boss.
Him as a boss was very frustrating for me because there were times that I felt like he was a bit overbearing. Rivar has this thing with respect with women. It's just unacceptable.
Give me an example.
An example is an elderly lady and her daughter were in there and they had an altercation. The elderly lady had her son come back into the store and physically assault Rivar, like literally slapped the soul out of him.
Okay, how does he talk to the female employees?
The B word, he uses that.
He calls the employees that?
He's called me that. He's called
on
another
the job?
manager.
Not true, Your Honor.
On the job?
On the job, yes.
And what did you do?
What can I do?
Oh,
You can make a report. There's no one to report to that the man called you
Yes,
a B?
the store manager.
And did you?
The store manager.
Did you?
Did I tell her?
Yes!
Yes, I told her. Yes.
Why you hesitate so long? Why do we have to go through all that when I ask you, was there someone to tell, and did you? Makes me not believe you.
Understood.
Go ahead, sir.
Well, in regards to what...
I know you didn't walk around there calling the ladies on the job B's.
No, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
No,
you
Your
wouldn't have been there for an extra day if you're...
No, Your Honor. And never... the incident with the elderly lady, basically what was going on was she wanted me to mark down some clothes that weren't on sale. She wanted me to mark them down. You know, she began telling me that I didn't know how to do my job. So I told her, if you don't want it, you could just leave the items. You can, you don't have to purchase them, ma'am. But I'm not going to do something that I know I can't do. If I may give you this, it's just a statement.
Yes, please. So why are you suing her?
On the 15th of September, Your Honor, there was an incident at our store where a customer actually went into our back and stole another assistant manager's purse. She sent out a text message, a group message, basically saying if anyone had anything to say,
please.
If anyone had anything to say to her about the incident, that they could say it in her face. She believed that Tiana had something to do with it because they were butting heads for whatever reason. So at that point, Tiana and the store manager and the other assistant manager who was there, they just began, like, who would do this? Who went back and told her, you know? And I told them I didn't have nothing to do with it. I don't know. At that point, she told me that she's not going to argue with anybody else's kids. And I said, that's fine, because I'm not going to argue with you, period, because you can argue with my wife. You know, I don't do all that with women.
Did he ever say that to you about his wife, argue with his wife?
No,
Okay,
he called
good
his
enough.
wife.
Huh?
He called his wife.
For what reason do you believe?
He said why he called her. To whoop my...
I did call her, sir, but that's
I know,
because
she's saying it.
She had my car. Well, she had our car. You know.
The point is, sir, you called your wife,
Yes,
you said,
take-
so you didn't want to argue with a woman. You want to argue with a woman, argue with my wife. I don't argue with women. Good enough. I understand. I don't know if that was the right way. She's not an employee, is she?
No, Your Honor.
All right, well, you shouldn't have done that either, but at least you were trying to avoid getting into a confrontation.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I got it. Go ahead.
I was just expressing myself to her over the phone, and as well as I was just ready to take my lunch break, so I was just gonna get in the car. But I told her if she pull up and they outside, don't make no eye contact, no funny, you know, don't say nothing, don't give anyone any reason to believe that you came up here for any other reason than to just pick me up.
Why are you suing her? What happened?
Okay, so 3 days after that, I was brought into our back room, into the office. I was speaking with a district manager, And his first question to me was, what happened with you and Tiana on Monday? And I stated to him basically everything that happened. And he said, did you threaten her at any point in time? And I said, no, sir, I didn't threaten her. He said, well, she made a complaint to Human Resources saying that I threatened to beat her up on the clock. So at that point, I was terminated.
Was there any evidence presented?
No,
witness statements?
None, Your Honor. And I know how the process goes whenever it's a complaint or anything like that, especially when it's from HR. You have to sign for it stating what procedure was taken. And it says on this unemployment sheet that a complaint was made. A complaint was made by an employee that I threatened to beat her up. And I have all my papers here.
Let's hear it. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
So the incident that he's talking about, the manager, she did get her purse stolen. I was not at work at the time. She was telling people that me and my brother had something to do with it. I showed the store manager a picture of my brother who looks nothing like the assailant. The other manager that was on duty, she told Rivard to stay out of it. She said, whatever you got going on, just stay out of it. The reason why she told him that was because the person whose purse got stolen told them that Rivard told her that we were laughing at her at work, that her money came up missing. He started being belligerent, calling me names.
Why do you think that was?
He was just lashing out. Again, it's this woman thing. He was literally standing behind me on my shoulder, screaming how he was going to slap me in front of customers. So I called the store manager, who was still outside. She came in the inside. She pulled me in the back. She told me not to say anything to Rivard, so I did not. By that time, he had already made the threat to call his wife.
But he had threatened you. He said, I'm going to smack you in front of these customers.
Yes, in front of several
good
people.
enough. Move on.
When I came outside to smoke my cigarette with the store manager, his wife pulled up. She got out the car and then got back in the car and pulled off. When Rivard came outside, he tapped the store manager on the shoulder and told her, I did this for you, but I could still have my wife come up here and whoop your A if you got something else to say. So I was like, Rivard, shut up talking to me. I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I was over it completely. As a result of that, I got took off the schedule for 2 days because we could no longer work together.
Plaintiff Rivard Dupiton is suing his former co-worker because after she told Human Resources that he threatened to slap her in front of customers, he was fired.
All right, and so how did the investigation into the incident go?
The district manager asked me, did we get into it? I told him that we did.
And that's it?
That was it. He talked to the store
manager. All right, and after
manager.
that he got fired?
2 or 3 days after that, he got fired.
Okay, and did you abide by the process? What did you say she was supposed to sign some paperwork?
Yes, sir. So,
and declaring what happened? Yeah, you usually have to do a write-up. You didn't do that?
Did I do that? No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, well, I don't believe you then. In fact, he says you're late. You admit to coming up short. He says a couple of times. You say one. And then you come in here and act all defensive like somebody's doing something to you when I ask you the questions. When did you discuss your wife coming up there?
Right.
That during that conversation, that same day, that Monday.
Involving this exact incident, threatening her.
Right.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
See, because I don't believe that mess about you threatening to slap her in front of customers. Don't believe that. But you were wrong in threatening her with your wife. That's where you went wrong. What's the defamation for?
Well, I sued for defamation because basically it makes it seem as if I'm a woman beater, Your Honor. I don't want no parts in that. I don't want my name even dragged in.
You're a woman beater through your wife.
Right.
Can I say something?
Yes, that. State your name.
Olivia Neal, Your Honor. The day in question, she's talking about I hopped out the car and I did all that. Never hopped out the car because what am I hopping out the car? To hop out the car and hop back in? If nothing transpired, I literally pulled up thinking he was going on his lunch break. We had all 3 of our kids in the back seat. He called me back. He said, just go home. I'm good. I immediately went home. I didn't even know about the incident until later on that night when he
That's
came
not
home.
what your husband said. Have a seat.
A lie.
Have a seat.
Thank
He said he called you to
Thank
tell you to come up there because he didn't want to have a conflict with a woman.
No,
he would
he
have
didn't
said,
tell
be
me what
quiet. I
happened.
heard what he said. Instead, he wanted you. And yes, the threat transpired. Jumping out of the car, nothing may have transpired, but the threat is why he got fired. And that transpired. He called you, his wife, to come up there and deal with this woman. That was one of the first things he said. Go ahead, young lady. What's your counterclaim for?
I was taken off the schedule for 2 days until they figured out about the situation.
And that is part of the investigation. So that's against your employer. If you determine that that was unjust, you got to go to your employer and say, you all took me off the schedule illegitimately, and so I should be reimbursed. And he's not responsible for them taking you off the schedule to look into to investigate. All right, have a good day. Your claim is dismissed, and so is yours. You threatened this woman with your wife, and therefore you were fired legitimately. Have a good day.
I have to take that. Aside from that, he's a womanizer, and he should have just owned up to what he did. Nope, nothing else.
Girl, you just straight lied in that courtroom.
Nope,
That's
didn't
all.
lie.